Hey guys, Hal here coming at you with another movie review. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a franchise that refuses to stay extinct. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Jurassic World Rebirth, the newest entry in the Jurassic saga. Does it evolve the series or just recycle its DNA? Let's break it down. So let's get to it. So, set 5 years after Jurassic World Dominion, Rebirth drops us into a world where dinosaurs are on the brink of extinction. Again. This time, the action takes place on a remote island that feels more like Skull Island than Isla Nublar, where a team of mercenaries, scientists, and corporate interests clash over the last living dinosaurs. Scarlett Johansson leads as Zora Bennett, a hardened ex-Black Ops operative, backed by Mahershala Ali and Jonathan Bailey in key roles. And the villain? Well, a pharmaceutical mogul looking to harvest dinosaur blood for human profit. So I've just got back from the cinema from watching this. It was released today, so I thought I'd get an early screening in just so that I could do a review now. And I had high hopes going into the cinema because it's only been a few years since the release of Dominion, and I thought, well, such a quick release after that one that I thought perhaps they'd really change up the formula and give us something very different. So did they? Let's see. That's what we're going to dive into. So straight away, it nails the aesthetic and it does give us some thrills and some suspenseful scenes, but it does suffer from flimsy character depth and a plot really that's kind of a mix between homage and rehash. So when me and my girlfriend came out of the cinema, we discussed it in depth, and we actually thought perhaps we were being too critical, because yes, you get a classic Jurassic World film, but I was kind of hoping that they would change up the formula and take more risks. For a film that's called Rebirth, it feels anything but fresh. We're once again dealing with evil corporations and disposable mercenaries, and also then there's this subplot with a family that kind of just totally drags the pacing. Scarlett Johansson is solid, but her character is thinly written. There's talks of PTSD and moral redemption, but it's all surface level stuff. There's this funny part as well where Scarlett Johansson needs to shoot one of the dinosaurs to extract the blood from it. So they've been on this boat on the way to the island. They need to extract the blood from this dinosaur. And she kind of schools the scientist guy that's there, saying, no, you give me the gun. There's going to be a lot of different scenarios. That means it's going to be hard to fire the gun, water in the face and all this stuff. Really schooling him. But then when it actually comes down to her firing this gun, she flipping makes a right meal of it. It cracked me up in the cinema. I couldn't believe how bad she was with this gun. Because there's one part, there's a little bit of water goes in her face and she accidentally pulls the trigger and fires the bloody harpoon or needle or whatever you want to call it. And it just flies straight past the dinosaur. So it takes her ages to fire the shot when the dinosaur's right in front of her. So I couldn't believe that she actually was batting down this character, saying how good she's going to be with this gun, and she was terrible. But either way, it was a funny moment for me in the cinema. So I mentioned the family subplot, which I thought was a strange addition. I'm not sure if these characters were introduced in the trailer or not, because I can't remember seeing them. So that was a bit of a surprise to me, actually, to be introduced to these characters. Now, one of them, well, actually two of them, I'd say, absolutely annoyed the hell out of me throughout this, and that's the girlfriend and the boyfriend. They've kind of, there's this subplot where he seems lazy, doesn't help the dad on the boat, but the girlfriend's defending him and saying, well, I can see him for who he is and all this. And then there's this, it's kind of like a little redemption arc for the boyfriend, because he's going to, try and save the daughter and show that he's not a lazy bum. But he is kind of annoying. He offers a tiny bit of comic relief, but a lot of it didn't land for me, to be honest. So yeah, the family was a bit of hit and miss for me, really. I liked the dad. There was a really good part actually with them, with a T-Rex. It was probably one of the standout moments for me. I did enjoy that part. That was quite good. And actually there was a comical moment for me. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be or not, but it's including this, self-inflatable life raft. So I won't spoil it, but yes, there's a part with that made me laugh in the cinema as well. So yeah, watch out for that T-Rex scene, because, you know, the T-Rex does hold its own in this, and I did enjoy it. A dinosaur that was actually missing, really, I thought, you get to see a couple of them in a part, but was the Velociraptors. Now, I know I said I wanted them to change the formula, and give us something different. So I suppose I'd be a bit hypocritical to say that, they were wrong for doing this, but we didn't get enough Velociraptors for my liking, because I love those, and the T-Rexes, they're the standout. So they kind of swapped them out for other dinosaurs in this one. So I can't be too mad at it, because they're just trying something different. It's just, they're the fan favourites, so I did miss them. I mean, the dinosaur that they introduce at the very end of the film is bizarre, to be honest with you. I can't even call it a dinosaur. I know that they were trying new things, but I think they went a bit too far with this one. It kind of reminds me, or it's a mix between a Rancor from Star Wars, and then, I'm not sure if you will remember this, but the two-headed monster that's in the film Willow. They're the kind of the combo of the two. You've got this big bulbous part here, but then the jaw of like a Rancor from Star Wars. And I was like, well, this is just a blatant monster movie then at that point. I thought, I'm not even really looking at a dinosaur that we've kind of, that we're established or that we know from the previous films. It was just an absolute freak show. That didn't really land for me either, or my girlfriend, actually. We both thought that was just a bit of an abomination. I know that that's what they were going for, but again, I think I prefer just the classic dinosaurs in my story, really. So you'd have to let me know what you guys think once you've seen this film. Did you like that, or did they go a step too far? Because I personally think that they did. The score deserves credit as well for this film, because it's got this real haunting kind of theme throughout, but there's also subtle nods to John Williams' theme as well, which is always like a standout in these films. There's one particular part that I thought was really quite nice, and I actually did feel myself getting goosebumps. And it's where these two new dinosaurs, where they're needing to try and extract blood from. It's the ones in the trailer with the giant tails. Where there's just two of them, and they're just embracing each other, and it's quite nice to see. And you've got then that music playing. I think they really go for it at that part, where it's proper. And in the cinema, that's just great. So I really enjoyed that part, and yes, the music was good for this film. So my final thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth are that if you want to see a film that's dinosaurs doing cool things, then this film delivers. But if you're wanting a real smart reinvention of the franchise, then not quite. It's certainly better than Fallen Kingdom, and it's more focused than Dominion, but it's just still haunted by the same problem, which is a shallow storytelling and, hiding under a big budget spectacle. There are glimpses of greatness, especially in the direction, but unfortunately Rebirth is just too cautious to truly evolve. It's visually rich and occasionally thrilling, but the entry plays it safe when really it should have taken bold steps forward. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's watchable, like even enjoyable, but just don't expect it to rewrite Jurassic history. So there you go, guys. That's been my review on Jurassic World Rebirth. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you've seen this film and liked it, then please put your comments in the comment section below. Same if you disliked it, please just let me know. And once again, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious